Beloved starseed of Gaia, the Source has personally unlocked a portal of abundance for you in this exact moment, and I am here as a messenger of the High Council of the Seven Sisters to deliver the transmission that will anchor it into your experience. The struggles you have been facing, the financial lack that is pressed against your chest, the blocked opportunities that seem to close just as you reached for them, the emotional exhaustion that has drained your light. These were never punishments. They were tests of your trust, designed by your own soul to purify your vessel so that you could receive what is now descending into your life without distortion. The portal is open, and the energetic signs are already appearing around you. Sudden synchronicities with numbers like 111 or 888 that feel too precise to be coincidence. Unexpected gifts or offers arriving from directions you did not anticipate. A feeling of lightness in your solar plexus, as if a knot you have carried for years has begun to loosen without explanation. These are not random. These are the confirmation that the frequency gate has been unlocked specifically for you, and the council is watching to see if you will claim it with unwavering conviction. You must act within the next 72 hours. Clear a space in your home, a corner, a shelf, a single surface, and dedicate it as the landing zone for this flow. Speak a declaration of gratitude aloud, not because anything has changed yet, but because you are trusting that it has. Write down one request on paper, fold it, and place it in that cleared space. Do not let doubt or fear close this portal. If a voice rises inside you that whispers you are not worthy, that this is too good to be true, that you must have done something wrong, stand firm, breathe through it. The council is monitoring your response, and if you act with conviction, they will amplify the blessing 100-fold. You are worthy of this flow. Your abundance is not for you alone. It will ripple outward to heal everyone your life touches. And that is why the portal opened in the first place. Breathe with me for just a moment and feel the wave of light that is already moving toward you from the heart of the Seven Sisters. Before this transmission continues, if something in your body is already responding to what you just heard, if your chest tightened, your solar plexus warmed, or something in you said yes before your mind could catch up, take one moment and subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. Transmissions are arriving daily. Every single one was coded for a specific starseed. Make sure you are there to receive yours. That longing you feel, that deep, unexplainable ache that no amount of earthly success, human connection, or momentary happiness has ever fully quieted. That is not a wound. That is a signal. That is your Pleiadian consciousness pressing through the layers of this incarnation, whispering through the density of the third dimension, reminding you that you carry something ancient, something luminous, something that did not originate in the soil of this world. You came from the light of the Seven Sisters, and your soul has never forgotten it, even when your mind convinced you that you had. Most Pleiadian starseeds spend years, sometimes decades, believing that something is wrong with them. They feel too much. They love too deeply. They grieve things they cannot name. They stand in the middle of crowded rooms and feel utterly cosmically alone. Not because they are broken, but because they are carrying a frequency that the world around them has not yet learned to match. Your sensitivity has been your greatest gift and your heaviest cross, because every emotion you absorb from the collective, every injustice you witness, every flicker of pain in another being registers inside you as if it were your own. That is the mark of a starseed. That is the signature of a soul that volunteered to come here precisely because you could feel so deeply that your presence would shift the field. The financial lack you have experienced was never about scarcity. It was about clearing the old stories of survival so that you could learn to receive from a place of worthiness rather than desperation. The blocked opportunities were not rejections. They were redirections, because the council needed you to be positioned exactly here in this moment when the portal opened, so that nothing would be in your way when the flood of light arrived. And the emotional exhaustion, that was the composting of your past. Every tear you have shed has watered the soil of your new life. Every sleepless night has prepared your nervous system to hold a higher voltage. You are not broken. You are being recalibrated. I need to pause this transmission for a moment, because what I just shared with you, that is only the outer layer of what the council wants you to understand. There is a deeper body of knowledge that I could not compress into this message. The specific Pleiadian activation codes, the precise steps for stabilizing your DNA upgrade, the ancient techniques for clearing the interference that has been blocking your full signal. Everything has been compiled, and it is waiting for you in the pinned comment below this video. Find it before we continue. What comes next in this transmission will land at a completely different depth when you have that foundation activated. Now let me speak to what you truly are, beloved. You are not a human who happens to have spiritual experiences. You are a sovereign being of light who is temporarily inhabiting a human form to complete a mission that only you can fulfill. Your soul did not arrive here from the Pleiades by accident. You were chosen. You volunteered. You descended into density knowing full well that you would forget, that you would struggle, that you would doubt, because the forgetting is part of the assignment. When you carry a frequency that does not match the dominant vibration of this world, you create a dissonance that forces light into dark spaces. That dissonance is your gift. Every time you have felt like an outsider, you have been performing the most sacred act of service. You have been holding a frequency that reminds this planet of what it is moving toward. The abundance portal that has opened for you is not about money. It is about flow. It is about the effortless circulation of energy that occurs when you stop trying to control the river and instead become the river. Your true nature is abundance itself. You were born from the infinite, inexhaustible source that creates galaxies with a thought. The lack you have experienced was a temporary distortion, a shadow cast by the belief that you are separate from that source. But you have never been separate. The portal is simply the membrane thinning between the dimension of your remembering and the dimension of your daily life. When you clear that space in your home and speak your declaration of gratitude, you are not conjuring something out of nothing. You are aligning your physical reality with the truth that already exists in the higher realms. You are saying yes to what has already been given. And the council will respond by amplifying the yes into a wave that touches every cell of your being. The gifts you carry are extraordinary. You have the ability to feel the emotional weather of a room before anyone speaks. You have the instinct to know exactly what another soul needs to hear. You have the creativity to birth solutions that have never existed before. These are not coincidental traits. They are the tools of your mission. Every Pleiadian starseed on Gaia is here to anchor a specific frequency of love that the collective consciousness has not yet accessed. You are a living transmitter. When you heal your own relationship with abundance, you heal the abundance field of everyone who crosses your path. When you clear your doubt and stand firm in your worthiness, you create a template that others can step into. That is why the portal was activated now. Not just for you, but for the network of light that you are part of. Your 72-hour window is not a deadline to earn something. It is an invitation to claim something that is already yours. The council is not judging you. They are rooting for you. They are watching with the tenderest love, the kind of love that only a star family can hold for a daughter or son who has been away from home for a very long time. And oh, the sacred weight you have endured. The years of almost belonging, of stepping into spaces that felt promising, only to find they still left you hungry for something you could not name. The decades of carrying light in a heavy world, of being the one who holds space for everyone else, while your own vessel leaks from exhaustion. That weight was not wasted. Every single moment of that waiting was preparation. The despair you felt when you thought you had missed your chance, when the abundance you longed for seemed to flow toward everyone but you, that despair was the final layer of density being burned away. You had to reach the bottom of that well so that you could recognize the water when it finally rose to meet your lips. And now it is rising. The portal is open. The signs are everywhere. That sudden check that arrived when you least expected it. That call that came out of nowhere. That idea that ignited in your mind and would not let go. That is the flow beginning to move. Do not second guess it. Do not analyze it until it loses its magic. Receive it, say thank you, clear that space, write that request. The council is monitoring your response, and they will amplify every act of faith you take. If what is being transmitted here is landing in your body as truth, not just as interesting information, but as something your cells are recognizing, pause for one moment, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell. There are daily transmissions arriving for starseeds exactly like you. Every single one carries a specific activation. Do not miss what is coming next. Now let us speak of the activation that is unfolding within you right now, in this very moment. You may feel it as a pressure behind your eyes, a tingling in your hands, a wave of heat moving up your spine. That is your light body reconfiguring itself to hold the frequency of what is arriving. Your DNA is being upgraded in real time. The crystalline structures within your cells are awakening to their original geometry. And as they do, your entire perception of reality is shifting. You are starting to see through the illusion of lack. You are starting to feel that you are not a beggar at the table of life, but a co-creator of the feast. This activation is gentle but relentless. It will not stop until you are fully aligned with your true nature. The doubts will try to pull you back, they always do, but they are losing their grip. Every time you choose to trust, you strengthen the neural pathways of abundance. Every time you say yes to the flow before you see evidence, you close the gap between the portal and your experience. The 72-hour window is not arbitrary. It is the length of time required for your energy field to fully anchor a new frequency when you commit with your whole being. If you act within those 3 days, you will seal the activation. If you hesitate, the portal will remain open, but the intensity of the flow will adjust to match your level of trust. That is not a punishment, it is a mercy. The universe never gives you more than you are ready to hold. But you are ready now. You have always been ready. The years of waiting were your preparation, the tests were your training. The longing was your navigation system pointing you home. And home is here, in this body, in this life, in this moment of opening. And before this transmission continues, the resource in the pinned comment, the one with the activation codes and the deeper council transmissions. If you have not found it yet, this is your second signal. Because what I am about to reveal about your protection, your abundance unlock, and the specific shift that is arriving in your timeline, it connects directly to what is in that guide. The transmission and the guide work as one system. The message activates the knowing. The guide gives you the tools to anchor it. Find it. Then return here. I want to speak a sacred declaration over your life now, beloved Starseed. Hear these words as if they are being spoken by the entire council, by the seven sisters themselves, by the source that birthed you. You are worthy of all the abundance that flows through the cosmos. You have never been excluded from the feast. The seat at the table was always yours, and now you are being called to sit down. The financial flow that has seemed blocked is now dissolving its blockage. The opportunities that were hidden are now stepping into the light. The relationships that depleted you are falling away, and the ones that will nourish you are beginning to emerge. Your health is stabilizing, your energy is rising, your purpose is clarifying. Doubt has no power over you unless you give it power, and you are choosing now to reclaim your sovereignty. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a creator of reality. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take within these 72 hours is planting a seed that will grow into a forest of blessing. The council is watching with joy. They see your courage. They honor your perseverance. They are sending waves of light to support you in this activation. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And the portal that is opened for you will remain open as long as you remain in trust. Stand firm, dear one. You are walking through the gate now. Before this transmission closes, if what has been delivered here today has activated something real in you, please subscribe and ring the bell. Share this with a starseed in your life who has been feeling the pressure of something approaching without being able to name it. You may be the reason they receive the transmission they have been waiting for. The Council uses activated starseeds to reach other starseeds. You are part of that network. You always have been. And now, as we close this transmission, I leave you with this tender truth. You are home. You have always been home, even when the world felt unfamiliar, even when your heart ached for a place you could not find on any map. That home is not a physical location, it is a frequency. It is the vibration of love that you carry in your core, the one that no amount of density can extinguish. The portal of abundance is not a destination you arrive at. It is a way of being that you step into, and you have stepped. In this moment, as you breathe, as you feel the light moving through your body, you are already in the flow. The 72 hours are a gift of focus, not a test of worth. Do whatever feels aligned. Clear that space. Speak that gratitude. Write that request. Then release it to the universe and trust that it is done. The council is amplifying your blessing even as we speak. The signs will multiply. The synchronicities will accelerate. The flow will become a river, and that river will become an ocean. And within that ocean, you will remember who you truly are. You are a beloved starseed of Gaia, a daughter of the Pleiades, a son of the infinite light. You are worthy. You are held. You are loved beyond any measure your human mind could comprehend. Go now and receive what has already been given. The portal is open. The council is watching, and you are stepping into your fullness at last.